ما أريد من هذا الشعب إلا أن يزيد في الحمد والشكر إلى الله عز وجل، ويزيد من محبة الوطن، ويزيد من العمل ومضاعفة العمل لما يسعى فيه من خير له وللدولة والأهل. هذا اللي أنا أدوره من الشعب، وربنا إن شاء الله يوفقنا جميعا على ما يحب ويرضى.
تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها.
I would like to thank all the rulers of UAE, the Sheikh as well. First of all, thank you for having me in your house as a guest. Thank you for having me, welcoming me with open arms.
Welcome everyone to your favorite program, Pearls of Union. Our inspiring guests have moved from the darkness of challenges to the light of success. Our inspiring guests have set a title for success and ambition. And our special guest for today is Mr. Muhammad Bilal. He is the founder and the CEO of Tripotap. Welcome, Mr.
Thank you very much for having me on the show.
Yeah, I'm so pleased to meet you today.
Perfect. It was very delightful to have Pearls of Union invite me to this show, and I'm really excited and I'm happy about it.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, sir, please, in the beginning, can you introduce yourself to everyone? Tell us about your career journey and the significant milestones you have achieved.
My name is Muhammad Bilal. I was born in Pakistan, and I recently moved to UAE about a year back. So by qualification, I'm a postgraduate in Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning from University of Texas, Austin. I have my bachelor's in Electrical Engineering, and I am author of 2 books that are internationally published, available on Amazon. So this also sets me apart to a couple of publications and journals that I have written and been a part of it. So my experience is I have been in the tech industry for almost 2 decades. So I can by utilizing this experience over time, I can talk to the computer in 57 different languages, and I've deployed 1 project each as well. So now in UAE, I'm very well excited in this new terrain, open up with new challenges and taking forth another new adventure of my life.
So, sir, what were the main challenges you have faced during your career?
I think there is no such thing as challenges in that aspect. Everything is like a puzzle to be solved. So you just need to keep figuring out if one thing works or not, then you need to move on to another. So in my experiences, what I have seen and I have observed in my early childhood is that we've been taught that things can become, or life events can become, an act of failure. But I believe there is no such thing as failure. It's just finding another way around it, and eventually things work as well. It's just like when water starts dropping on a stone, drop by drop, it doesn't affect. But if it keeps dropping on top of it, you'll find that water finds a way and it barges a hole inside that stone. So I think this is how life is. One should never give up.
So you have your own strategies to overcome these challenges, okay? And you look to the challenge as an opportunity for you.
Yes, definitely. That's I think you've perfectly stated it as well. That every time there's a challenge, it's an opportunity, and it excites me. That let's see if the challenge is bigger, or my ability to try to figure out how to fix that challenge is bigger.
So of course you have your own supporters to overcome these challenges. So who have supported you, helped you, and encouraged you?
I think the biggest support that anybody can get is family. And Although we do tend to understand that family can be very hard and difficult at some times, but in situations I would always question that why is my family so hard to understand? But now when I look back, I think those non-understanding moments is how you learn to kind of make peace with the world. Because if you can maneuver around your family and better understand them, then things move forward in a very aggressive manner. And that is the first point of success that anybody can meet.
Now, sir, let's talk about Tripotap. How was the first step? What inspired you to create your own business? So what was the vision behind it?
So when I moved back in UAE about a year back, I had no idea what I had to do. Okay, so I wanted to go search for a job in that manner. So while doing the regulations and everything, getting my visa and all those things sorting out, we started exploring UAE, traveling, and I do love traveling in that manner. It's always traveling changes a man, traveling changes it changes a perspective, and traveling changes your personality as well.
Sir, every entrepreneur faces many challenges during the journey of creating something innovative. So what were the main challenges you have faced while building and growing Tripotap?
I think the challenges that I faced by building on how I was building Tripotap is that first of all, when I moved to UAE, I needed to understand the legal infrastructure of how things operate, how businesses operate. So I think understanding what's a free zone company, what's a mainland company, that was the first challenge that I needed to go forward. Then was setting up the bank account and everything. And I think moving forward, everybody has to go through that element as well. But there's another factor that I want to highlight is I don't think that's a challenge. It's more over an opportunity. Being a Pakistani national, okay, gaining trust of individuals is hard. It's very hard.
And sir, how does Tripotap differentiate itself from other companies in the same sector, in the travel and tourism industry?
So there are a lot of competitors that we identify, and as an entrepreneur, I would like to say that never be scared of your competitors. If you have competitors, that's a good thing because it shows that you have already validated the market. Okay, so understanding my competitors and how I differentiate in respect to Tripotap as an operations and as a travel business is that as of now, all competitors are focusing on bringing forth a booking engine. So bringing forth travel and tourism where people have access to it and they can simply book it. They lack a specific need for technology, and on the contrary, there is no personalization in the travel element. So with our competitors, the personalization element lacks, and that is where we stand about. So if you use our travel services, it's specifically personalized to your requirements. So you can train us or train our AI to make sure that it gets you what you want according to your personality. So that is where I would say initially we would differentiate on the first part, that our technology and our personalization element is where Tripotap sets apart. And secondly, as we focus on the activities and excursions part of the travel sector, this area is not yet digitized in regards to technology. So if I talk about air ticketing, we have providers like the global distribution system, we have Sabre, Amadeus. So there is some level of digitization right over there.
So it wasn't difficult for you to meet the specific needs of your customers?
I think bigger than that was identifying the needs of the customers. So you need to know first what your customers need before you can actually come up to a solution. So if you look at history, people do make up solutions first in the entrepreneurship way, and then they try to fit that solution to the customer needs. But as a seasoned and experienced entrepreneur, that's something that we do not do. So we identified the customer needs first, and based on the needs, we have developed and evolved our system in accordance to it.
Sir, can you please explain more about the main services that you are offering today to your customers?
So the main services that we're offering is, let's say you want to travel to UAE and you're traveling on a 5-day trip, and you want to plan that in that 5 days, I want to do something adventurous. So you can just come to our website or our mobile app and you can just tell our AI bot, look, I'm traveling to UAE for a 5-day tour and I want it adventurous. So what it's going to do is it's going to know that it's a 5-day trip. It's going to identify it through your voice to text, and then to our AI model that understands the language. Okay. So it's going to identify it's a 5-day tour. It's going to identify it's in UAE, it's in Dubai, and then it's going to identify the type of trip that you want. So it's going to identify it's adventurous. So it's going to search our database for all adventure type activities. Okay. So it's probably gonna get you something like sky jumping, something like a gyrocopter, something like wild wadi, something like hiking on the mountains, camping in the mountains. And it's gonna build a 5-day calendar right in front of you, which you can tweak, that I want this and this at this day, this and that day. So once the AI builds all these itineraries, it also keeps in context that if one excursion, one activity is not that much far away from it. So people who do not know Dubai, if you're in Dubai and then the other activity is in Sharjah, it's going to take at least 2 hours for you to commute from one point to another. So what it's going to do is our AI is going to make sure that if the first day you're doing Dubai, it's going to keep all the activities from your latitude and longitude in close proximity. And so make sure if you do one activity at 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., the second activity is only the minimum distance commutable to you. So max 30 minutes or 25 minutes away from that. And you can also have some breathing space, because I like to do my activities slowly, easily. Like I want to eat my food slowly and easily, not everything at once. So that's the initial service that we come up for. And we're also integrating augmented reality in our platform as well. You're going to be expecting augmented reality in the 6 months. Where we are gamifying the travel experience. So if people who are the viewers have experienced Pokemon Go, where they go to different places and collect Pokemons, okay. So imagine what if you are traveling and using our app to go on excursions, and you will have these treasure chests and these adventure hunts, where you'll have to go find treasure chests that we've hidden all around UAE on your mobile app, and there are so many goodies lying in towards and freebies lying in towards over there. So expect free excursions, expect discounts in those chests, and maybe something new as well.
Good evening, my name is Anand Gupta. I am the CMO at Tripotap Tourism LLC. I have done my Masters in International Business and Marketing from University of East London, UK, and I am currently working for Tripotap and advising them on the emerging markets as well as their growth strategy. Apart from that, I am also looking at getting them investors, opening up new avenues apart from what they're currently doing. With my network of people, I have been expanding and planning things in India and countries like Malaysia, Thailand and Indonesia.
Hello, Musna Fatma here, and I am the Chief Operating Officer in Tripotap Tourism. I have done the Architecture, Engineering and Business Studies from LUMS. I foresee the supply chain and operations in Tripotap, and right now we have onboarded about 350 suppliers, and we are on the verge of integrating the Vietnam and the Malaysia and Thailand market. So you won't be just able to use our app for Dubai market, but also for the other emerging markets as well.
تحت رايته العز
am Sofia Ginther, and I am the Expansion Officer for Tripotap, focused in the Latin American market. We want to bring all the culture from Latin America to the world.
Great. So these are your future goals.
Yes, the augmented reality is what we are going to be moving forward towards within the next 6 months.
What else? What do you aspire to?
I aspire to become that travel platform, that dedicated travel social media of the world that would be something equivalent to what Facebook is as of now. So I think UE should expect that in the next 2 years, UE should welcome a new unicorn. And that is going to be Tripotap Tourism. That's going to be valued at least $1 billion plus. So that's our mission, and we're going to get it.
The UAE is known for its supportive environment for businesses and startups. So how has the UAE contributed to the success and the growth of your company?
First of all, I would say that when I was thinking about moving out of my country to come and settle and look for a business place, as I'm from Pakistan, and if you go back in history, when UE was formed, UE was recognized as a nation in 1971. Pakistan was the first country to recognize UE as a nation right over there. And UE have honored their word, because even as of now, with whatever is happening all around the world, I find that it was way more easier for me to relocate myself in UE.
Hi, I'm Sharjeel Sohail. I'm an engineering leader at Stripe and former AWS veteran, where I spent over a decade building foundational cloud infrastructure. I'm excited to share why I've decided to be the lead investor and advisor to Tripotap, a groundbreaking travel tech startup based in Dubai. My recent experience planning a family trip to Dubai highlighted a significant gap in the market. Despite the wealth of information available online, it was fragmented and time-consuming to piece together. A challenge I ultimately solved myself using a combination of different AI tools. Solving these challenges perfectly aligned with Tripotap's vision. They're building a comprehensive platform that leverages AI to revolutionize how people explore the Middle East. What sets Tripotap apart is their deep integration with premium, trusted local tour agencies and their innovative approach to travel planning. As someone who understands both technology and the transformative power of well-designed platforms, I see immense potential in Tripotap's approach to disrupting the emerging Middle East tourism market. The region is experiencing unprecedented growth in tourism, and Tripotap is perfectly positioned to capture this opportunity by making travel planning more accessible, personalized, and engaging. I believe Tripotap isn't just creating another travel platform, they're building the future of how people will discover and experience the rich cultural heritage of the Middle East. Thank you.
So, sir, as a successful businessman, as a successful entrepreneur, how can you define success?
I think success is persistence. You need to develop this thing that you just cannot give up. That is what success is. And it can be anything. It doesn't have to be money. If somebody wants to be a really nice teacher and his or her students are benefiting and becoming what their dreams are, so that teacher is successful. If somebody wants to be a housewife, and if somebody wants to focus on their children, have babies and children, and that is what their metrics is, so I would say they're successful. So one thing that I really would like to initiate is that don't mix success or conjoint with money. Money is a tool and nothing else. Success is what your dream is. So dream big. And again, I would say UE was a dream. Okay. If you look at the documentary used to say, there's an Arab saying, only a foolish man makes his home in the desert. But the ruler of UE, he made his home in the desert, and now he made the city of the future and welcomed everybody. So that is the inspiration that you should go forward with that. He never gave up. So he expects you to never give up as well.
Sir, after your faithful journey and rich experiences, you make your success story. So lots of people from audience, they are a new generation and they see from your story something special inspired them. So what is your advice to the new generation?
So my advice to the young entrepreneurs and the young generation is, I'll tell you a little story about me. Imagine if we had a time traveling machine. I would like you to ask yourself as well. And if you were to travel in your past, maybe 5 years or 10 years back, what is that one advice that you would give to yourself? And you just have 30 seconds to answer that. So if I were to travel back in my past, I would give my advice. Never give up on your ideas. People might not understand you, but your ideas are unique. Stick to them, and they will make the successful path for you that you have not yet even dreamt or even imagined. So I could have not dreamed where I'm sitting right now 10 years back, but I did had beautiful ideas. So the young generation, if you have an idea, never give hope, never give up, and listen to yourself. Try understand to listen to yourself before you understand to listen to others as well. So that's my first advice. And secondly, I would say, UAE, come to UAE. UAE is the perfect ground. It has the perfect soil for you to make you what you want to be. So if you have a dream, come to UAE. It's going to make sure that your dream comes true as well.
The UAE has for sure contributed to your success story. So what is your appreciation message you would like to convey through our episode to the UAE and its rulers?
I would like to thank all the rulers of UAE, the Sheikh as well. First of all, thank you for having me in your house as a guest. Thank you for welcoming me with open arms. You have truly given me a place where I can reach my potential, and making such a place or making such a platform like a country like UAE, I do understand it's a very hard path that you've gone through as well. The hardship that you've endured in your past and the present for us to make sure that our future is secure. I'm like salute to these guys for their visions and their blessings, and for surely what they're doing for others. Allah has given them success, because when you do for others, Allah does great for you as well.
Thank you so much, sir. It was my pleasure talking with you today. Best of luck.
Thank you very much, and it was a pleasure to having you as well.
Dear audience, this is the end of our episode. Watch us next week. Goodbye.